Good evening and welcome to LaSalle College High School. If you thought the most wonderful time of the year was about a week and a half ago, you're wrong. The fortnight of college basketball and a fortnight of Philadelphia Catholic League basketball with some college prep schools with some terrific players all across Philadelphia with one goal, to get to the Palestra in February. It begins here tonight, and let's bring you inside the broadcast booth. Bob Long, Carter Philman, Pat Burkhead is with us. Jack Burns is on camera, so thrilled to have everybody alongside for the opener of the Philadelphia Catholic League, LaSalle against West Catholic. Carter, let's start with you. I can just about promise you, when we're talking in early February with maybe a game or two left in the regular season, you're looking at standings, back into the playoffs, I promise we're talking about this game and who won it and what type of advantage that gives at that point. This is a huge game early on.
Absolutely. You're looking at two early season mid-tier projected Catholic League teams. The fight for the bottom of the Catholic League, those final playoff spots are crucial early on, especially for LaSalle. This is a great measuring stick game for both teams. Both have been pretty inconsistent early on in their preseason games. It's time to see where the dust settles.
Pat Burkhead with us here as well. Pat, you've been on the pulse of this LaSalle basketball team in the non-league. What comes to mind? A lot of learning, a lot of seniors moved on last year. Two juniors, Joey O'Brien and Grayson McHugh, not part of the program because of their collegiate football opportunities ahead of them. So how has this team moved on given all the moving pieces?
Yeah, I think Tyler Branson has been a huge part of that. We've talked about it. When he's on the court, they look like a different team. He's been able to run the show up at point guard and get his teammates open while creating for himself. So he's been great this year. And I also think Max Hokabata has taken a little bit more of a leadership role, along with Nick Neary, who ever since football season, once he came back, he's been great in the locker room, and his physicality has been huge on the glass for the Explorers. Jack Burns with us here as well. We'll take a look from Jack's vantage point.
Pretty cool. I know we have a darker side of the floor and a lighter side of the floor. We have a projector. We'll have a big video introduction of the starting lineups for LaSalle. But, Jack, as you think about Catholic League play and your first time doing a game with us here within the span of Catholic League play, what makes it special?
What makes it special is really just, it's the environment. It's the feel of these games and participating at these events, being a part of the whole community and the whole just process of, these teams playing.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think this is going to be a terrific game. And let's talk a little bit more in detail, Carter, about West Catholic. Specifically, James Lewis, head coach here of West Catholic, replaces one of maybe the best coach in West Catholic basketball history, Miguel Bocachica, who took his talents to a terrific opportunity for himself at the high school level. And he left this program in a great spot. Winners of two of the last three state championships at the 3A level. He took them to the Palestra a couple years ago. And terrific players, Zion Stanford, Bud Clark, excelling at Big East schools. West Catholic basketball is back.
It's a team ready to compete in the Catholic League, led by their Division I commit, Kingston Wheatley. Fantastic forward, physical, athletic, does all the little things you want to see in a power. He's going to FGCU. He's a fantastic player. They have a bevy of guards ready to play. They're physical. They defend. They get in your face. They move the ball well. They share it. They shoot it. It's a well-balanced team. Certainly ready to compete. They can play with anybody.
I'm going to dog-ear this page as well because, James Lewis, a guy very, very proud. He was on those and started on those early 90s Roman Catholic teams that went to and won Catholic League championships at the Palestra. That long streak, that mythical streak of Roman Catholic going and winning in the Palestra every single year. But there are three coaches I want to keep an eye on this year. It is indeed James Lewis. It's Chris Clark, and it's Brad Wanamaker, because those are the three guys that have a chance to join a very short list. Those would be players that won a Catholic League championship as a player and then as a head coach in the Catholic League. Those are three guys that have the opportunity to do it. Most recently, Chris McNesby, Chris Rowntree have both done that. Pretty special to have alums coaching in the league.
It is. I was going to say the same exact thing. It is so great to have former players come back and coach at their alma mater, whether it's the alma maters or similar teams in the league, continuing the proud tradition of the Catholic League.
A key matchup, Pat. Let's go to you on this one. I think Kingston Wheatley against Bryce Alston and whoever LaSalle decides to match up with him in that front court. I think that's going to be a key tonight.
Yeah, West Catholic runs most of their offense through Wheatley, whether it's a high screen to him or just getting him the ball down low. He's really strong inside. We've seen Price go up against big guys like him, but maybe not as talented as he's a Division I commit. I think, like you said, it's a huge matchup tonight, but also a chance for Price to prove himself in one of his first PCL games.
Well, when you think about this schedule for LaSalle, the first 6 games are going to be incredibly important. It starts here tonight, then they go to Conwell, Egan, and then all of a sudden, like, you're looking at games against Devon Prep here at home, Cardinal O'Hara on the road in that stretch, a tough game here against Father Judge, Archbishop Carroll. I mean, those are 6 games where, Carter, if you're not 4-2, you think about what's on the back end of that schedule.
At the bare minimum, you have to win 3 of those games if you want to even have a chance at making the playoffs. Extremely, extremely important to start the season off on the right foot for the Explorers.
For a team that replaced 7 guys of consequence from last year, it's a big job for third-year head coach Ryan Answer, who's done a great job with the program. We'll meet his starters and that of West Catholic when we come back here on Bob Long Sports.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
Sports fans, welcome to Gentili's. Before the game or after the game, you don't have to travel far anymore. Come out to Gentili's Pizza in Exton for the best cheesesteaks and pizza you'll ever eat in your life, and I guarantee it. Let me take you inside and show you what we're all about. I mean, come on, look at that cheesesteak. Sliced ribeye, sauteed fried onions on a beautiful Karanji seeded roll. Cooper sharp cheese. That, my friends, is a slam dunk. So come to Gentili's for your best cheesesteak that you ever had in your life. That's gonna be our Charlie. This is our #1 seller, the Pecorino Romano. And we top it off with a little hot honey. Gentili's Pizza, Exton, PA. Can't wait to see you after the game.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations.
Welcome back, folks, and let's meet the starters for the West Catholic Burrs, one of the great nicknames in all of high school basketball. And Carter's we'll get into. There's some pretty cool nicknames for the individuals as well. First introduce Xavier Fontroy, 6'4", one of the better shooters in the area. Effort on defense and rebounding comes to mind. Yasai Rozier, an intangibles type of guy, really hard worker with improved leadership skills this season. Jaden Ortiz Muhammad will be the starting point guard here tonight. The coach on the floor, and he's also shooting it well Really excited to see what this young man can do here tonight. And Kingston Wheatley, you don't talk about West Catholic basketball without talking about Kingston Wheatley. Physical inside, can get to the basket, and will be a pill for anybody going up against him this year. And Nair, the Claw Farlow, has taken some huge leaps this year, takes the responsibility for the leadership role that he has. He has an Albany offer, and with a name like the Claw, why not? Now let's meet the LaSalle Explorers. Tyler Branson introduced first, starting point guard for this club, first year with the program, and he's done a heck of a job in a position where they really needed some ball handling. Neary comes back as well. Nick Neary, terrific football player, was hurt towards the end of that year. Good to see him getting healthier day by day. Jackson Carroll comes in as a sophomore, played great minutes for the freshman team last year, puts himself into the starting rotation, a sweet left-handed stroke. Max Okabata, thought to be maybe the most talented player on this club, really needs to get going and be a linchpin for this program this year. And then Price Alston, number 50, introduced last at the center position, provides a ton of effort and physicality in the front court. So that's a pretty nice addition there, Pat. How about that? And I know it's a good buddy of ours here on the broadcast that put that video together.
Yeah, Jack McGuire is working a lot of stuff for this LaSalle basketball team, and he's done a good job with all of that. So a great addition to the pregame.
Good officiating crew here tonight. Good looking uniform game as well. LaSalle in the crisp whites. West Catholic in the royal blue. Wheatley against Alston to tip this one off. And the race to the Palestra is officially underway. The fortnight of Philadelphia Catholic League basketball. Here we go. Carroll went down early. LaSalle with the effort defensively. Okabata on the floor first, and on the alternate possession, LaSalle will start with it.
Very solid possession defensively from LaSalle. Love to see Max getting on the floor there, getting dirty early on.
And sometimes that really gets you going, doesn't it? A stop defensively and getting on the floor first. Let's see if this is a big night for him. Gets a touch on the wing.
Curious to see how West decides to defend both Price
a little short
and
on
Branson.
that time, and that's last touch by Carroll.
And he didn't get it to go there, but I like that attempt from Alston, being physical early and going right at Wheatley rather than shying away.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be devil's advocate for a second. I love that he is showing the ability to make the move offensively. Does he need to start his dribble from the three-point line? Maybe they can get him the ball a little closer to the rim. Okabata again with a good defensive play. Good kick to the corner. It's a great offensive possession, just doesn't fall for West Catholic.
West Catholic loves that corner three. You'll find them take a lot of shots from that side of the court.
Speaking of a corner three, it was blocked. What a play there by Yasai Rozier, number 10.
Yasai Rozier, really fun player to watch. Just a glue guy, does it all. Defends well, rebounds, tough physical presence in the lane.
Yeah, interesting because as well, at that size, he's also going to step up and guard the opposing big at times as well, Carter.
He is built like a defensive end, so I think he has the mass to do it.
Jackson Carroll gets to that strong left hand, and LaSalle's on the board first.
Really like to see that take from Jackson early. Does a great job slashing, getting to a strong left hand.
That's something that I think at some point, as more film on him, will be taken away, and that'll be his development. Getting to the hoop like that. Neary brings it down. 3-on-2 for LaSalle, takes it himself, and I think that's clean up top. And it's a held ball. I think it's a good call by this crew here.
It's a good call. If you're Nick Neary, you really want to kick that ball, especially as you're driving into it. You see the two defenders collapsing onto the ball. Jackson Carroll wide open in the corner for a 3. Even a dump off to Max is probably the better option.
Unbelievable play that time by Nair, the Claw. Carlo. Well, you can see why he's earned that nickname.
One of the best defenders in the Catholic League. On ball, off ball.
And here's Ortiz Muhammad, point guard here for West Catholic.
Came over from Lincoln this year. Sophomore, started to really take a lot more responsibility in running the show.
Wheatley, good defense there by Price Alston. Ortiz Muhammad lights the lamp to get things started for West Catholic.
If LaSalle decides to, go under the screens, give him room, any of these West Catholic players, really, they're going to shoot that ball over top of the defense.
Tough place to pick up that dribble. He gave it away. Nick Neary. And here comes Ortiz Muhammad. Good hands by Jackson Carroll. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds.
Pressure early from West Catholic, and they definitely have the guys to do it. Forlow, as you mentioned, Carter, is one of the best defenders in this league, and they definitely have the length to get those deflections that they love.
Yeah, if you're LaSalle, you don't want to play into West Catholic's pace. They're going to try to speed you up.
Wheatley with a touch. They're going to want to go to him. That's a tough 3. I think LaSalle will take that defensively. Well done by Branson. Well, early heat check without the heat from Xavier Fontroy.
If you're LaSalle, you don't want to be dribbling too much against this West Catholic pressure.
Yeah, head down that time.
Want to keep that ball moving.
Alston comes down with it. That's a good, strong move. Just not quite with the touch at the rim.
Great
what a
pass.
Wheatley with the deuce. Yasai Rozier with that all-world assist.
A little bit of a diamond pressure look from West Catholic. They run this pretty often. A lot of length up top.
Branson. And a timeout is called. Timeout is called by Ryan Ansel. It's a good call. It's going to save this possession, but maybe more importantly here, Jack, is to come up with something that's going to alleviate some of this West Catholic pressure.
Absolutely. They're putting on some great defense, and it's important for that to do at the start of the game because it sets a precedent for the rest, and you want to make sure that you can go on and score from there.
I think West Catholic came out, Pat, with that goal for sure. Let's make this LaSalle ball handling group uncomfortable. Mission accomplished early on.
Yeah, you said make the ball handling group uncomfortable, and I think they're trying to get the ball out of Tyler Branson's hands. We've seen at times this LaSalle team struggles when someone else has to bring up the ball under pressure, and West Catholic has been successful in making them do that so far.
That's a great observation, Pat, and you just wonder, if you're LaSalle, who is that next guy up? Who's going to handle the ball confidently? See if Coach Ansel made any quick adjustments. If you're an explorer, you just got to keep the ball off the floor.
Here's Branson with that touch. West Catholic in a man-to-man defensive look, and a foul is called. It's going to go against West Catholic. They teed it up against Xavier Fontroy, his first, team's first. Oh my goodness, yeah, that replay, I didn't see it in live time. He really got that elbow up, didn't he? Branson knocks it down for 3 with some contact as well. That's part of his game that's really gotten better and better as the early season's gone along.
You like to see a shot from Branson fall from the perimeter early on. Really opens up the rest of his game. You know, West Catholic forced to guard him on the perimeter and not sag off of him.
Dribble drive, kicks to the open wing. Maybe not catching to shoot there that time from Jaden Ortiz Muhammad. And he's poked at from behind. Jackson Carroll doesn't like the foul call, but I tell you what, on a stumble like that and the official sees you reaching from behind, you're never going to get the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Exactly. Salle doing a great job communicating on the back end. You know, West Catholic likes to run a lot of guys off back screens and flare screens, and LaSalle has to be solid on the defensive end in communicating those switches.
Strong move into the lane, couldn't quite hit it from about 8 feet away. Here's Okabata, there's no numbers. He doesn't care. Good body control from Max Okabata.
And here comes West Catholic, likes to, in response, push back quickly. LaSalle does a great job getting back on defense.
Good jump stop. Ortiz Muhammad is blocked, and Branson came down with it. Okabata for 3. That one hit the backboard first. Branson, how about that body control? I think you could have given him an extra shot as well for that one.
And a great mature decision from Price not to just go up with that, but kick that out to him to get him going downhill.
LaSalle at this point happy to run with the Burrs of West Catholic.
What a pass, but
Nick Neary, timeout on the floor.
Momentum early on, playing into the Explorers' favor. Doing a great job on the defensive end. Tyler Branson keeping that head up. Nick Neary just cutting to the basket.
Well, you talk about changing the mojo out of a timeout, Carter. You asked what was going to come out of that 30-second timeout. Don't doubt what this coaching staff figured out. That's a heck of a run there.
Yeah, the whole coaching staff has been great all year, especially out of the break, out of timeouts. They switch things up and confuse the other team. I also think their West Catholic was settling, which you can't do against this LaSalle team. They want to get the ball, and they want to run.
This portion of today's game brought to you by Joe O'Brien Roofing, new sponsor with us here on Bob Long Sports. That is his son, Joey, who had maybe the best championship football game of any championship effort I've ever seen at the high school level. But Joe, proud father, Roman Catholic graduate. I know they got a good basketball team this year, but he can help you with any of your roofing needs, whether that is siding, gutters, patchwork, whole new roof, you name it. Free consultation. Reach out to him and let him know that Bob Long Sports sent you. We really appreciate what he does.
Another change out of a timeout for LaSalle. They came out in a different defense, which we see a lot from the Explorers.
Rakeem Johnson also checking in for the Birds for the first time during the game. Just another option at them for at point guard. Runs a little bit of a different kind of show.
And I think what you really are going to look out for him is on the defensive side of the ball. Johnson, the best on-ball defender. He's struggling here. Last touched by Jackson Carroll. But boy, Carroll has had his hands in the passing lane a whole bunch of times early on.
It's a different energy from this Explorer team than you've seen in the past handful of games. Guys are on the floor, they're defending well.
And very quickly, Ortiz Muhammad back into the game. And that's well addressed there by James Lewis. That was a challenging possession with him on the floor, off the floor.
Rakeem Johnson very talented, but still working on his point guard running the show abilities.
That's a strong rebound there inside by Yasai Rozier. He's going to get it back. It's blocked again by Price Alston. Alston not the third time. Kingston Wheatley came up with it.
Alston doing a great job staying vertical. You know, early on in the season, he's had a consistent problem getting into early foul trouble, but so far so good, tracking the ball and staying vertical.
There you go, Jackson Carroll. Get the ball in the middle of that zone and get to the 10.
And in his first year on varsity, he has been so impressive. He's been physical, and he's handled the pressure very well.
Wheatley, that's how you use your body. A little discard on the defender, legally, of course.
That's a grown man move right there. That's a, I'm a senior, you're a sophomore, get out of my way.
Early here, but shaping up to be a good one. First on the floor is West Catholic, and a giveaway foul by Tyler Branson. It's a loud gym here. Max Okabata didn't hear the whistle.
Yeah, if you're LaSalle, you can't try to dribble through this pressure. It's his own pressure. The guys are just going to collapse on you. You want to move the ball, try to get into the middle, then kick back outside.
And that can work, but also beating the zone down the floor. If they can run and not let the zone get set, that could also work for the Explorers.
Absolutely.
Rozier with an excellent pass inside, and Wheatley is fouled by Price Alston. 2 shots coming. Wheatley on the year, 39 for 54 from the foul line. That's good for 72% for those of you counting at home.
Yeah, Coach James Willis does a great job of drawing up sets to get Wheatley open or room in the middle of the lane. LaSalle has to do a good job, a better job of denying him access to those passes.
And here's Jaden Carr for the Explorers. He plays some JV, but a really talented player. It's his first year at LaSalle, and he's been so great for this program in practice. He's definitely an energy guy for this team.
Ryan Damon also checked in recently for the Explorers of LaSalle, and a lane violation will send it the other direction.
Looks like Wheatley had a toe on the line.
Oh, I see. Well, Jaden Carr, welcome to the floor. We're going to put you in the corner here.
Yeah, Ryan Damon doing a good job making himself available in the middle.
Extra pass inside, man. It should have come earlier.
Yeah, just a tick late.
It's going to stay with LaSalle, fortunately so. Ryan Damon.
You're asking yourself for trouble if you're going to inbound that deep into the corner. If you're an Explorer.
Quite the baseball pass, though, from Jaden Carr. Alston going to work against Wheatley.
Oh, man.
And he traveled with it. Again, a little further from the basket than maybe you'd like.
Yeah.
Maybe not every night in the Catholic League, right? But tonight, it's you against Kingston Wheatley, and I think that needs to come into the calculus.
You know, the next step in his development is knowing when to pass the ball out. You know, every time you get the ball in the paint, it doesn't mean you have to go up for the shot. Especially in that situation, you get stonewalled, that's okay. Relocate, get the ball back out, and let the offense run.
Kingston Wheatley thought about the three. Rozier. Good kick out. Better look that time for Kingston Wheatley. Count it. And we got a foul on the floor. It's going to go against West Catholic, but I believe they'll count the basket and then give it to LaSalle. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And it's on that rebound attempt underneath. Good call there by that official.
After the basket foul on West Catholic's number 4, Xavier Orangewood. That is his second, team second.
And all of a sudden, second personal foul on Xavier Fauntleroy. Something to keep an eye on. Damon, hand check inside. That goes against number 1 for West Catholic, Rakeem Johnson.
Again, West Catholic's going to keep up this pressure all game.
West Catholic foul number 1, Rakeem Johnson. That's his first.
LaSalle going a little deeper into the bench. Pat Flaherty had a huge game at the Palestra on December 19th. Good to see him back into the proceedings here. Flaherty thought about the three. Alston, and it's going to be a jump ball again. It's a challenging matchup down there.
Just goes back to what I said earlier, you know. Price does not have to go up with that ball. He has Pat Flaherty in the corner that he can go back out to and reset himself on the block if he needs to.
Alternate possession will keep it with LaSalle. 8 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Nope, he's going with it and passed it, gave it away. Chance for West Catholic. They had more time than they thought. And the shot went begging from number 24, Nair Farlow. Good first quarter, I thought, early on here, Pat.
Yeah, I thought LaSalle had a Nice little run in the middle of that first quarter when they were getting in transition and beating the zone, but Price Alston struggled a little bit later. Definitely some coachable moments, but he's a very coachable player. I think he'll be able to turn around.
Jack, your thoughts on the first 8 minutes of hoops here?
I think it's been great so far. I think both these teams have come out strong and shown they're good teams and they're here to play.
Good teams indeed, and I think, Carter, like we talked about pregame, two teams that are going to look at this game here tonight, which way it goes, and it's going to throw potential tie-break scenarios, absolutely seeding situation, and possibly in versus out is all going to come into play in about 40 days.
Absolutely. And they look very evenly matched early on. Should be in for a great game.
This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance, a property and casualty insurance firm located in North Wales, Pennsylvania. Thanks to Chris Marr, class of 1989, for supporting our broadcasts all these years. Whether you're looking for insurance for your business or personal, maybe you're a parent with a youthful age child about to get his or her license, I can tell you your rates are going to go up. The only question is by how much, and are you going to have the right coverage? Reach out to Chris Marr and E&M Insurance to walk through that process, and we appreciate what they do. Support the businesses that are supporting high school athletics. Rozier with the give. An open three from the wing, that's well short. Good carom that time by Branson, 3-on-2. Branson all the way through, he's hammered as he hits the floor hard.
Something Branson loves to do, push the pace against the defense. Even if he doesn't have numbers, he finds space in the lane to slash and get to the line. One of the things he absolutely excels at, getting to the line.
Wow, he sure does. You can almost add up the free throws from the rest of the club and still not get to Tyler Branson's 94 free throw attempts on the year, shooting it at a 77% clip thus far.
Averaging almost 11 free throws a game. Kind of unheard of for a high school basketball player.
And I think part of that is because he's a really smart player. He knows what his opponent is going to do, and that helps him get to the line, but I don't know how he does it sometimes.
2 for 2, 15-12. In a game that it's an early call here, but just destined to go down to the wire here late in the fourth quarter. These teams are going to keep making adjustments against one another. Wheatley.
Tough matchup inside. Great job collapsing on Wheatley, though.
Rozier. Good hands by Branson. Johnson had his pocket picked. Johnson stays with it. It's an excellent pass to the corner and an air ball. Rozier, back cut. And LaSalle is contesting defensively. Open three, yes!
Ryan Rang, that is what he does. Comes off the bench, pops a three.
And LaSalle showing the depth here. Ryan Ansell willing to go 8-9 deep this evening. And a foul is called against Max Okabata. Puts his hands up after the fact, but I can promise you that hand wasn't straight up when that contact was made. Good call by that crew.
And Bob, you mentioned the depth that LaSalle has, but West Catholic will really only play 6 guys in a game.
That's exactly right. This is Jaden Ortiz-Muhammad.
LaSalle going small here against West.
The lane opens up, dangerous pass. Max Okabata got the steal.
Export doing a great job just collapsing on the ball handlers in the lane.
Dangerous pass. There's Branson with those strong hands. Hits the turbo switch.
Sensational job at change of pace and body balance going to the rim. Gets his way across 2 defenders and gets that ball up.
Well, and it started by getting that defender on his back hip as well. Good finish inside by Rakeem Johnson. A little bit of a tough start for him early on. Keeps his head down. Flaherty Not that time. Pretty good look on the runner.
Salle pushing the tempo on offense, not letting the Birds get set.
Very fortunate.
Yeah, that was a questionable pass at best. Not much there.
Not much there, and then going behind the back to do it.
Tyler Branson takes a seat. This is we've seen the Explorers struggle in Branson less minutes. We'll see if West identifies that and decides to pick up the pressure on the defensive end.
Good hands there by Flaherty, but by saving it inside, it allowed an open look, but it just wouldn't go.
Ortiz Muhammad just a little bit uncomfortable underneath. I don't think he realized how open he was when he first got the ball.
If this was college basketball, you'd see this Branson substitution as just, hey, get me through a minute or 90 seconds to an immediate timeout. Not the case here at high school. There's Nick Neary with the offensive rebound and deuce.
That is what Nick Neary needs to do for the Explorers to succeed. Do the little things, get the board. He does a great job of finishing around the rim.
And I think he's one of the few guys on LaSalle that might be as strong as Kingston Wheatley.
Great pass inside. Easy finish that time for Yesai Rozier. Rakeem Johnson, though, made that happen.
Rakeem Johnson settling in at the lead guard spot. Doing a great job getting downhill.
Run and jump, it's going to work. Rozier got it to go. And it's stolen again. LaSalle needs to slow it down.
And allows West Catholic to get into their zone pressure here, too. Identifying that Branson is not in the game.
There's Neary, takes it right at the body. Wheatley brought it off the rim. Muhammad. Great look. This is for the lead, yes. And a timeout is coming, you would expect. Clipboard in hand, there's the whistle. West Catholic on a quick 9-0 spurt.
How quickly the game can change. On a dime in 30 seconds. And a quick 9-0 run. LaSalle has to settle in against this pressure. They bought way too much into the Birds speeding them up. And we identified Branson comes off the floor. What happens with the ball?
Branson. That's exactly what it is there, Carter. And that's going to be something they're going to have to figure out is who is that next ball handler? Do they have that next ball handler, Pat, to withstand sustained periods with Branson on the bench?
Yeah, they've tried a few guys, but no one's really stepped up yet. They need someone to really fill that role.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Great American Pub. I got to tell you guys, I heard the read at the Villanova basketball game. Great American Pub is now a Villanova sponsor as well. Pretty similar read, and we're just shooting it from the hip. We love our buddy Chuck Hempshire and what his family does for LaSalle. His buddy Charlie, or his son Charlie's in the business as well. But with 3 locations in Phoenixville, Wayne, and Conshohocken, there's always a Great American Pub near you. Go out to a nice dinner with your family. Maybe you're hanging out with your friends. Great time around the holidays here for the college kids that are back in town. Go check out the rooftop bar with the heated lamps and everything else going on at the Great American Pub. Thanks to their sponsorship and their coverage of what we do here, Bob Long Sports. We appreciate them. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to play. Branson back in the game.
Much better job breaking this pressure.
Jackson Carroll, good body control. Alston puts it up, and they're going to wave that one off, the officials are. A foul on the rebound attempt goes against West Catholic.
And one solution for the ball handling problem that LaSalle has is just to move the ball and have everyone touching it. That way you don't need a second ball handler.
I was with you until the very last clause there. I still think you need some ball handlers, but yes, I'm with you. Get that ball moving. How about the out-of-bounds play drawn up by LaSalle? Good execution.
Coach Ansel consistently doing a great job getting those open looks under the on the opposite block in those baseline out-of-bound looks.
Great pass inside, an extra one, and that's last touch by Max Okabata. He was flirting with his second personal foul there, a slap inside. I'd say that's a 75 foul to 25% clean at best.
Very, very lucky. Unfortunate for him not to get tagged for one there.
Quick trigger that time. Jaden Ortiz-Muhammad. 2-point lead for West Catholic. Max Okabata with the step back. Shot has not looked clean here tonight. And it's going the other way.
And I think Max Okabata needs to be a little bit more patient. He can get inside and maybe not settle for those fadeaway jumpers that are really tough to hit.
So 3:02 to play here in this second quarter. Fairlow. Nair Farlow gave it up. Wheatley off the bounce. Kept the pivot foot the entire time.
Really unfortunate for Price to take a fall there, but Wheatley doing a great job, staying balanced, keeping his feet, just remaining patient under the basket.
It's a Bob Long Sports favorite term, playing off 2 feet. He did that to a T.
Absolutely.
Yikes, that's off the side of the backboard for Max Okabata.
Okabata forcing his shot a little bit, think he needs to settle in. Scores need to settle in on offense, work the ball a little bit. It's not just one pass and to get a shot up, especially in this point of the game.
That's the second one for Jackson Carroll there that he tried to just make that steal from behind. Again, there really wasn't a ton of contact here necessarily, but you're just never going to get the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, when you're behind, when you're trailing a defender and you have a hand on the hip, even if it's not grabbing, you know, all they see is the hip turn and the ball go loose. It's an easy call for an official to make.
Yeah, second team foul here in the quarter, just the second for Jackson Carroll, and that is a concern. Ortiz-Muhammad, not that time.
A little bit of a heat check for him.
What a pass. Okabata, some contact. No whistle.
Surprising to see. I feel like I heard that slap from here. Surprising to see the no call, but a great job. That's what Max needs to do if he wants to get downhill. Keep the ball off the floor and take your momentum to the hoop.
And that is a foul against Okabata, and he did get 2 hands in there. Got a piece of the wrist of the ball handler. His second, team's third.
That's his second. Team's third.
And while this team is not even in the bonus here in the second quarter, there are foul issues to contend with here. Jackson Carroll on the bench with 2. Max Okabata on the bench with 2. Wheatley. Excellent finish.
He's just so talented getting downhill.
4-point lead. Flaherty thought about the 3. Picked up his dribble in a tough spot.
Someone's got to come to the ball.
Timeout is called by Ryan Ansell. The official had it before the 5-second call on the other side of the floor. Those officials will converse, and that's now been confirmed. Timeout called by Ryan Ansell. It's the second one he's had to take under real duress.
Yeah, LaSalle doing a really a poor job, to put it lightly, is you're picking up your dribble at the top of the key, allowing the West Catholic, if you come into this game, you know they like to get into your space. If you pick up the ball, you need an outlet to make yourself available, another player to make themselves available. And LaSalle just not doing that early on.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Riley, Rakowski, and Malloy Funeral Home. Thanks to Andrew Buddha Rakowski for his sponsorship of what we do. They're an enthusiastic supporter of high school athletics and specifically LaSalle, wishing Ryan Ansell, the student athletes, and the entire program their best this year. Thanks also to Dr. Mary Griffin of Bala Dermatology. Routine skin check, cosmetic options, and much more to help you love your skin. Visit her online at balladermatology.com or call her at 610-664-3300. That's our longtime partner, Bala Dermatology. Healthy skin starts here. Held ball, it will stay with LaSalle.
Let's throw in a little wrinkle there. They haven't blitzed the ball, the dribble handoff yet this game. Doing a great job kind of making that timeout by LaSalle a little bit mute.
Tell you what, pretty nice crowd here, and our buddy Jack Burns is able to capture all the action for us here on the camera. We appreciate him doing an excellent job. But Jack, nice to see the day after New Year's. Big old crowd here at LaSalle.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Where else would you rather be on a Friday night?
Marv Levy style. Then right here, right now. Where else would you rather be? Shout out, by the way, to LaSalle grad Sean McDermott, head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Here's Branson with it. Good defense there. Neary playing off those 2 feet as well. And LaSalle will reset with 1 minute to play here.
Just stay patient, keep the ball moving. You don't have to force a shot.
You don't even need to take one until the break.
It's such a crucial part of the game. Game slipping away.
Not a good look inside there.
Slipping away is maybe a little bit aggressive, but you already lost your lead. West Catholic has significant momentum.
Token pressure in the backcourt. Now double team comes, and West Catholic breaks it very well. Here's Rakeem Johnson. Johnson puts the defender on his hip, just couldn't hit it. Here comes Branson and Flaherty. Got to get it up quick. Sure does. He recognized the urgency.
Great push ahead there by Branson off the rebound. See if West Catholic decides to hold for one. Looks like they will. Crucial.
13 on the clock for Jaden Ortiz Muhammad. Double team. Wheatley, an open 3. Final 3 seconds, and it's going to be West Catholic basketball. Ryan Damon turning and looking up floor rather than just throwing that in his pocket. Bear hugging that with under 5 seconds to go. He wouldn't even have needed to give it up. Instead, one more possession here for West Catholic.
Jack McCabe subs in for defensive purposes for the Explorers.
Yep, you don't want Tyler Branson picking up one more foul here. Tough shot at the horn, and LaSalle defended it well. 30-28, just what we expected in this one here tonight. A tight one through the first 16 minutes of basketball here in the Philadelphia Catholic League regular season. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be right back.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part.
What a treat here, folks. Halftime, we are joined by City of Basketball Love's own Josh Verlin. Josh, great to have you. Now I see you. I know it's high school basketball season.
I was just about to say, it doesn't really feel like a Catholic League season until I make a Bob Long appearance. So I think we're on the same wavelength here, but always great to stop by.
It's great. Great to see you. Thanks for, first and foremost, for all you guys do to showcase high school athletes, boys and girls across the Philadelphia area and beyond.
Thank you. It's a privilege and a pleasure to do it every day, for sure.
And I feel like, at least for me, this night is when, not to say the season really begins, but where it gets real, certainly in the Catholic League.
Oh, no, I think it's okay to say this is where the season really begins. I mean, no offense to the rest of the leagues in the area. The Catholic League is the granddaddy of them all. That being said, the new year always feels like, whether it's the Catholic League, the Central League, the Suburban one, even for the leagues that have started, this is when the races really start to heat up. But for the 14 teams in the Catholic League, December is really just practice, throw the records out the window, and we're left with the next month to see who, has a chance to make it to the Palestra.
Without a doubt. And I know that Archbishop Wood is at Father Judge tonight, and that's a huge game where expected to be two teams near the top of the standings. But the other one that really caught my eye was this one. And you look at two teams here where very likely to be somewhere in that 6 to 11 range. And the winner of this one tonight puts themselves in a great spot, not just to get off with the bus with a win, but tiebreakers, different head-to-head scenarios down the stretch, seeding, and maybe even making the playoffs. We're going to look back at this one in about 35 days thinking that was a huge game.
Yeah, I mean, there is no bad team in the Catholic League this year. Beating the Conwell Eagans, the Lansdale Catholics of the league, is going to be a big difference maker when it comes to who gets that 9th and 10th seed. So this is a big game. Cardinal O'Hara playing Devon Prep over at Devon Prep tonight. That's another big game because every single one of these games is going to matter in some respect, whether it comes to who hosts the game in the quarterfinals or who makes it to the playoffs. And, there is no down game. There is no game you can just take a night off. I will say, by the way, the first quarter score I saw, Archbishop Wood 18, Father Judge 8.
Okay, interesting. And I love that matchup every year as long as those two coaches are doing it. Because of Chris Rowntree working with John for so long, they're still best of friends and everything that goes along with that burgeoning rivalry.
Yeah, there's that. Then there's John going and playing at Newman Goretti. So I think at this point, pretty much every team in the league, there's some matchup somewhere. Oh, this is them playing against their former college teammate or whatnot. What I love about this game, though, really two contrast in styles between LaSalle and
Yes.
West Catholic.
Without a doubt. And by the way, while we're talking coaches, two really interesting coaches with interesting stories. We've talked a lot about Ryan Ansell and his experience at Swarthmore and now coaching here at the high school level. He's done a great job at LaSalle. But with Miguel Bocachica, I think it's surprisingly in some ways no longer at West Catholic. Now what we have here with Coach Lewis, he's got a great background. And I'm going to throw three names at you. Chris Clark, Brad Wanamaker, James Lewis. Maybe there's someone I'm missing, but those are three guys that have won the Catholic League title as a player and would have a chance to join rarefied air by winning it as a head coach as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see some new fresh faces. All the fresh faces are returning faces in many aspects. And James had success as a player. He's had success as a coach in time at Philly Electric and Del Val Charter. So he's a very good coach. It's just going to be interesting to see because Boca Chica had such a unique, specific style with the way his teams play defense and how hard he coached them. And not that James isn't going to coach his guys hard, but I just think nobody's going to coach exactly like the way Miguel Boca Chica coached West Catholic. So it's very interesting to see, what's changed, what stayed the same. In terms of what stayed the same, obviously Kingston Wheatley continues to be a force in the middle for the Burrs.
No, he does. He is really fantastic. And his ability to stretch the floor is going to put LaSalle's bigs and certainly Price Alston in a challenging spot. And it's an opportunity for Price to learn and get that education that, hey, this is what big-time Catholic League basketball is like. I think it's important for Price Alston to learn these lessons and continue to improve because he is a new and next great big in this league if he continues to develop.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. I mean, Kingston Wheatley came up as just a physical inside, presence, and his ability to now stretch the floor out to the three-point arc is something that's really improved about his game over the last couple of years.
So what else are we and can we be looking for from the City of Basketball Love side?
Well, we've got coverage at 6 of the 7 Catholic League games tonight. So everything but St. Joe's Prep Conowaliga, and unfortunately we couldn't get anybody there, but we'll have a lot of Catholic League coverage tonight and obviously throughout the remainder of the season. We'll be at the Blue Star Invitational, which is one of the top girls events in the country, actually on Sunday, so we'll have a ton of content from that. And then, as always, our group of 20 correspondents will be out covering a lot of basketball over the next couple months.
Terrific. City of Basketball Love, Josh Verlin with us. Great to see you. I know it won't be the last time.
Absolutely. Great seeing you, Bob.
Keep up all the great work, partner.
Talk to you soon.
All right. We'll stand by here, and we'll come back in just a moment. Second half coming your way next.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive.
Thank you so much to Josh Verlin for stopping by and regaling us with stories about the Catholic League and all of his coverage. Be sure to check out City of Basketball Love for everything Philadelphia Catholic League and beyond. Early third quarter, about to determine a winner here tonight in a big early season matchup, 30-28. West Catholic with a lead over LaSalle. Farlow pushed off a little bit. LaSalle didn't find a body. Kick out, Farlow for three. It's good. Second chance points early on for West Catholic.
Great job. Yasai Rozier sticking with it, getting that offensive rebound and staying patient, not just going up with it, but kicking outside where we found the open shooter.
This is a battle of the Christian Brothers. Both schools of the Christian Brothers order, very special and very important part of both institutions. Going to stay here. Good defense that time by Rozier. You mentioned him being built like a linebacker. Going up against the linebacker.
Linebacker versus linebacker here.
Indeed. And speaking of football, LaSalle's state championship in football won against Pittsburgh Central Catholic, another Christian Brothers school.
Right. Just sending two guys at Branson, forcing the ball out of his hands.
I like the move.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues.
Carroll in trouble. Branson picks up his
again.
dribble. Neary short, got his own rebound. Thought he was hammered, and a late whistle. It's going to go against Kingston Wheatley. He is slow to get up. Boy, is he tough.
Took a hammering from 3 different Bird defenders there underneath. Really interesting adjustment by the Birds to just, I mean, they want no parts of Tyler Branson with the ball. You know, first half stats on triple-double watch already, 9, 7, and 4.
Wow.
In the first half for Branson.
Well, Salle missed 15 free throws in their last time out in Maryland. And Nick Neary, 15 for 25 on the year. One of 2 that time.
Salle showing a little bit of pressure on the inbound, just to make you think a little bit.
It's been a game of adjustments, Carter, and I trust the guys on that LaSalle side of things to make those adjustments. Max Okabata just barely got it to go. Got away with a carry, by the way,
Got away with
too.
the carry. I think the Bird defender got away with a slap down on the drive, too.
Ortiz Muhammad, but Okabata with the 2 personal fouls, by the way, early in the third quarter. A nice job to get the ball without fouling. Picked
Great hands
away
by
from
Branson.
behind. Numbers. Neary. It's taken off the glass by Kingston Wheatley. This would be a huge swing. Yes. Timeout called by James Lewis. The triple by Nair Farlow.
And
5-point swing. It would have been a tie game, Pat.
And we know Farlow is a great defender, but he's really improving on the offensive end. He's converted on a lot of 3-pointers this year, and he's shooting it at a decent rate, I think.
Yeah, 47% on the year
I'll say.
in response to that, Pat.
So a big opportunity here for LaSalle coming out of the timeout that was called actually by West Catholic. But Jack, your thoughts here on the first couple minutes of the third quarter?
I think both these teams, you know, they were having some conversations during the half, and I think they realized they got to pull it together. Both these teams need to come out strong and play this game well.
We've had some fireworks early on in this third quarter, no doubt about that.
Curious to see what West Catholic does here out of the inbounds. Looks like they are picking up full court. And I'm very curious to see if LaSalle goes to Branson, what their immediate response is.
They're going to charge towards the baseline. Branson.
Yeah, they're just absolutely going to take him away for the rest of the game. They're daring somebody else on LaSalle to beat.
Good pass there to Branson. Great look. Bryce Alston on the assist from Tyler Branson, but give credit to Jackson Carroll for coming to the ball on that full court pressure.
Yeah, if you're going to send multiple defenders at one guy, you know, it opens up everyone else to get open. Branson, after he makes that pass, just cuts back into the front court. Jackson Carroll does a good job finding him.
Kingston Wheatley got it taken away. There's the finish, though. He's been really good. Yasai Rozier. There's the double on Branson and a bad pass. Rozier, yes. And it's a 7-point game just like that.
Need a good possession here for LaSalle. You don't want to force it.
That's a great look from Max Okabata. Nobody grabbed Bryce Alston. Go right back up with it, big man. Give him 2 offensive rebounds on that play.
Really important possession there from the Explorers. Crucial to get a point out of that.
Wheatley thought about it, and he will let it go. Dared him to it. Okabata, easy there. Carroll, great kick out. It's great offense. Offensive rebound for Nick Neary. Boy, he really checked out Farlow.
Yeah,
put the claw on him, you could even say.
LaSalle doing a great job on the offensive board. Pretty uncharacteristic for West to let up this many second chance opportunities between Rozier and Wheatley.
Ortiz Muhammad. That one's taken away. Give it up.
Uh-oh.
Jackson Carroll. A foul is called against Kingston Wheatley.
Oh, man, that looked very clean. We'll take a look.
Do you feel like the steps were a little lackadaisical there for Jackson Carroll, knowing who was bearing down?
Gotta
there?
have a better sense of who's around.
See ya.
Oh, man, I think he's thanking his lucky stars. That was called a foul there.
That's a tough call there. Kingston Wheatley's second personal foul. And you don't like getting in the backsides of the officials here if you're, a fan of high school sports, and the West Catholic fans are doing that right now. But, man, you could see their point a little bit as well. Well, every one of these things, though, a learning opportunity, right? And that's one right there for Jackson Carroll. Nice job to get out and running, right? Great job by Okabata. And he converted both.
LaSalle doing a great job sending additional defenders at Wheatley, making him uncomfortable underneath. Have a handful of opportunities where the ball has been knocked away under the basket.
LaSalle talks about helping the helper a lot. Coach Ansel wants his team to be fully connected on defense.
I like that. That requires a lot of communication, really solid communication, and all the players to be constantly engaged as well.
Great back cut there by Wheatley. He's hammered.
See who this one's on.
I don't think that's going to go against Alston, actually. Well, I'm wrong. I thought it was going to be the helping defender there.
Would have been Okabata's third.
Yeah.
Only Price's second.
Second on Alston. Wheatley, 72% on the year, and there wasn't a part of the rim that didn't touch. Well, if you were in the hangover of LaSalle's state football championship, and this happens to be your first time back watching LaSalle athletics since that football championship, this is what Catholic League basketball is all about. Couldn't quite finish it. Max Okabata will shoot 2 at the line. I'm going to ask a question to you, Carter. Was that defender in legal guarding position? I know Okabata is going to gyrate his way to the hoop here.
Let's take a look. I think that what Max did there, instead of going vertically into the defender, he went tried to contort his body around him, making the defender kind of sway a little bit is my guess.
I don't know.
Really tough look.
I don't
really
know.
Tough call. Honestly, if that one, probably a no call from my perspective.
Really?
No call from my perspective. Let him play.
Wow.
Minimal contact there. Looked like maybe just grazed him on the arm.
Minimal contact. I want to play in the games that you officiate.
Let the boys play.
There you go. 1 of 2, tied at 40, Pat. Quite a game here.
Yeah, LaSalle was just down 7, but this game has really changed. They're doing a good job knocking down their free throws and staying comfortable.
In a 1-2-2 matchup zone here. Wheatley just couldn't finish it. Rozier so tough inside. That's a dangerous pass, though. That's great defense there by the Explorers of LaSalle. 2:43 to play.
Great decision by Jaden Ortiz-Muhammad to settle down.
Too
that was a great dump off.
Wheatley again can't get it over the front rim. Carroll has the basketball, and a foul is called. And that was in the run of play. That went against, I think, Rozier, well behind the ball. Interesting. I'm going to have to watch this one just like the rest of you on replay. I guess he got tied up at the back end of that play. Left side of your screen as we go back to this replay. He's going to get tied up, I think, on Ryan Rang there. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
just kind of grabbing him over the top. It's an interesting foul call with the ball nowhere near it.
I rarely see that. I mean, I think you're establishing maybe a little bit more extracurriculars have been going on.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad call. It just, you don't normally see that type of activity off ball like that. An ambitious pass from Price Alston.
Nice design, though. Had the, like Rang had the space underneath the basket. That was a maybe a softer pass. Tough to laser that one in there.
They're going to take Ortiz Muhammad off the ball here, Carter. It's going to be Rakeem Johnson.
Really late call there.
Second team foul against LaSalle. Next foul against West Catholic will put LaSalle in the bonus.
Ortiz Muhammad does such a good job moving off the ball. Obviously has shown his prowess hitting off the catch threes as well.
We'll do this one again. Corner three, that one's no good. Here comes LaSalle the other way. Jackson Carroll being chased down from behind. Good look in a tight space. It's blocked again. And that one is going to be saved. What a play by Ortiz Muhammad.
And a good decision by Rakeem Johnson to settle it down.
High ball screen against the zone. I love that look. Might have been an extra step. Oh, that's got to be a moving screen by Kingston Wheatley. He got away with one, and he got two for his money. I know the concept of open and closed windows from that officialing, for any official. That's a tough one to leave on the floor
absolutely.
there. Max Okabata. Loose ball, West Catholic on it. Here comes Johnson. Easy dunk. Maybe just a hair premature.
Maybe in the first quarter.
Uh-huh. Important 56 seconds here for LaSalle.
Yeah, crucial possession. Got to make sure you get a good shot here.
Carroll to the corner. Puts it up. And it just hasn't gone for him.
Yeah, West Catholic perfectly okay with allowing Max to take those open shots.
Wheatley is fouled. Third team foul against LaSalle. Nair Farlow has to be careful. He's being held back by Rakeem Johnson. Thought he was fouled, I presume. This is interesting here. He's going to come into your screen right now. With 24. Good job by Johnson. Some leadership from the first-year transfer. Johnson got to the hoop. It's blocked. Numbers here for LaSalle. And he threw that one off the leg of Rozier.
Another really good decision here by Rakeem Johnson. We'll see if West Catholic decides to hold for one. And it looks like they most likely will. LaSalle with a foul to give.
They give it away. 4 seconds left, plenty of time. Jackson Carroll. This is good if it goes. In all technicality, you got a shot off, but an opportunity wasted in the final seconds there for LaSalle. One more look. Those are challenging passes there. Carroll to Neary a couple times. This portion of today's game brought to you by Dr. Mary Griffin and Bala Dermatology. Routine skin care, making sure that your skin has not had sun damage, and many cosmetic options as well to help you love your skin. Bala Dermatology can help you in your skincare journey. Call Dr. Mary Griffin at 610-664-3300. Or visit her online at baladermatology.com. Thanks also to Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home and our buddy Andrew Buddha Rakowski for his longtime sponsorship of what we do here. He gives Ryan Ansel, the student athletes, and the rest of the LaSalle student body his best. Thank you for your sponsorship. Joe O'Brien Roofing. Call him at 215-267-0883. Joe O'Brien riding high after the LaSalle Football State Championship. He can help you with a full new roof, patchwork, gutter work, and much more. Free consultations always. Trust a local business and trust those that are supporting high school athletics. See what LaSalle comes up with here. Pat coming out of this quarter break.
I like that they're being patient early into the clock. They're only down 4. They don't need to force anything up. They don't need a bad shot. They need to find something easy.
There's Branson, launches a tough 3. That one's no good. Had a chance for his own rebound and a tough call there. Just a half step late that time by Ryan Rang.
Yeah.
That might be a tough call there as well. He might have gotten the ball first, but that's tough. Bodies all over the floor. And certainly Johnson went down as a result of the contact.
Notable on the defensive end, LaSalle, in their smaller lineup, Ryan Damon guarding Kingston Wheatley. We'll see if the Bears look to go inside here.
Rakeem Johnson.
He's done such a good job at the point after that first run where he was looked a little bit unsettled.
All the way to the rim, everything but the finish. Here comes Neary the other way. There's no numbers.
Don't need to push this.
There you go, reset. They're just giving Max Okabata that shot.
Also gives him a lot of room to get into the lane.
Tough night here for Okabata. Now Kingston Wheatley makes it a 6-point game. Challenging here, Okabata is the safety valve. Got to find a way to get an easy one. Offensive foul. Great position.
Really good call. Nick Neary driving into the lane, lowering that shoulder on a set defender.
West Catholic's pressure, Jack, is really starting to bother LaSalle.
Absolutely. It's been a problem for them all game, and we'll see if they're able to respond to it this last quarter.
And, Pat, how do you do that here? Yeah, I feel like for LaSalle, coercing turnovers has been their best offense.
Yeah, I think they need to make smart passes, which they haven't been doing. They've been trying to force passes into tough gaps that honestly aren't high percentage passes, so they need to get better looks both passing and shooting on the offensive end.
West Catholic settling into an offensive set. Really crucial possession, defensive possession for the Explorers.
Farlow gave it up. Johnson and a kickball is going to keep it here. Last touch by Ryan Rang. Impressed by James Lewis and what he's done with this club, a Roman Catholic grad from the class of 1992. Started in the championship game, played for Dennis Seddon, played in college as well. He actually went back to Roman Catholic, started assisting Dennis Seddon when he was still in college. Pretty impressive stuff. He's been coaching his entire career. Good check out that time by Nick Neary.
Yeah.
2-possession game.
Got to get rid of the ball.
Thought about the 3.
If there's a guy you don't want to leave open, it's probably Ryan Rang.
Branson, that's a tough shot again. Short arm that one. Well defended by Ortiz Muhammad.
Not a shot you have to take there.
Somehow Farlow found himself wide open.
Again, West Catholic doing a great job managing this pace on the offensive end.
By the way, as we get that foul call against Branson, his second, team's third. Lewis, the rest of his story, was a freshman coach at Roman Catholic from 2005 to 2008. Head coach at Philadelphia Electrical Technology Charter from 2008 to 2016. Won a lot of games, went to a state semifinal, sent 5 players to Division I. And then when Philadelphia Electrical Technology Charter shut down their athletics program, he went to Del Val Charter, where he took that team to a state final. Unfortunately, that program, that entire school, closed. And so then he decided to take a couple of years off, went to coach for Will Chavis, and you'll remember him from
McDevitt.
Bishop McDevitt, who turned that program around. And of course, that school then shut down. And Chavis is doing a great job at Drexel. And so after taking a little bit of time off, James's son played college ball and had the opportunity when Miguel Bocachica called him and said, hey, do you want to be my assistant at West Catholic? And I felt like it was a scene out of Hoosiers with Shooter. You know, like, well, don't get kicked out of more games. Not that Miguel would get kicked out of any games, but don't get kicked out of no games. All of a sudden, James Lewis, Miguel has this great opportunity, and Lewis is tabbed as the head coach. Did some reflecting on it, and here he is, a long career being a head coach again, and now in the Philadelphia Catholic League. So I enjoyed the story. Miguel told me he'd be watching here tonight, cheering on his old assistant. We wish Miguel the best, and happy to see James here. As we look to the LaSalle side of things as well, Carter, Ryan Hansel's story, equally interesting. Player at Davidson College, very much of that Bob McKillop school of thought, then went to assist Landry Kosmowski, who was an All-American at Davidson under Bob McKillop. So those traits ooze in this program, and now a chance to lead his own club at the high school level. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, 2 developing programs in the Catholic League.
Ortiz Muhammad now in no hurry. No shot clock at the high school level. We've talked about that for years and years. Great cut to the basket, Yesai Rozier. And we have a whistle here.
Okay, delay. It's going to be a delayed game warning. Can't touch the ball out of the basket.
Sure was.
Just a warning is the first one.
Great cut from Rozier there. We've seen it multiple times this game. He plays really well off of his teammates and gets himself open.
Yeah, does a great job finishing around the rim too, and making himself available. Another super critical possession for LaSalle.
They gave him the 3. Offensive rebound. I thought he was nudged underneath. No call. Here comes Ortiz Muhammad. All the way to the rim. It's taken off the backboard. And West Catholic, what a veteran move to pull that back. Excellent offense. Ortiz Muhammad, count it. Largest lead for West Catholic.
It's just a fantastic possession. Great decision-making from the Burrs. And on the opposite end, not such great decision-making from the Explorers there.
A fastball found its way through the hands of Pat Flaherty.
And I don't think Pat Flaherty's going to do much in the middle of the lane with Kinston Wheatley looming.
And Carter, I think decision-making has been the issue today here for LaSalle.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully things that will improve as the season continues to roll along, finding themselves in game situations. For LaSalle, I think you need to start pressuring the ball a little bit more.
And they keep it in bounds. Good steal. Flaherty's got to watch. Here comes the double, nearly traveled, and is bailed out with a foul.
Picked up the ball at a very inopportune time right at half court.
First team foul, beg your pardon. Third against Johnson.
In a situation you down 11, you got to start getting some buckets, maybe a three-pointer here or there. Excelsior scores only 2 of 10 from 3. They really don't have a lot of perimeter shooting options on the floor right now. Actually, I mean, maybe only 2 with the way Okabade's shooting.
He's going to try to throw it down. Good finish that time. Calm, cool, and collected from Nair Farlow. West Catholic showing the chops of a veteran team closing out this game. That's blocked by Kingston Wheatley. And Ortiz Muhammad, why would you run down the floor? Slow it down, 13-point lead, 2:45 to go.
Drain this Explorers defense, make them work hard.
Rebound corralled, and a foul is called. Maybe that wasn't quite the most veteran play. Well, just a second team foul here in the second half, but Ortiz Muhammad did not need to give that one away, 90 feet from the basket.
Down a couple perimeter stretch checking in. Jackson Carroll, Ryan Rang. But at the same time, tough to take one of your best defenders in Max Okabato off the floor. And Ryan Damon doing a good job underneath as well. LaSalle going 5 guards, actually.
.234 to play. By the way, folks, before you go, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing Catholic League basketball all year long. There's another block. The claw, Farlow. Wheatley. And a foul is called against Pat Flaherty. I think a good call there as well. Flaherty not in legal guarding position. Certainly impacted the shot with that contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough to take a stand against Kingston Wheatley.
And you start to think about if this does go the way of West Catholic, the schedule the rest of the way. LaSalle has some games they need to find a way to win coming up. At Conwell Egan, home against Devon Prep next Friday. And then a game at Carroll, a place that's always been challenging to play. There you go, Tyler Branson. Got to the hoop. Timeout called.
We're at the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter. That is the Explorers' first points.
Wow.
Of the fourth quarter. West Catholic has actually done this before. If you look back to their earlier game against Plymouth Whitemarsh, held a very talented Plymouth Whitemarsh team to also 2 points in the fourth quarter where they came back from double digits to win that game.
I was going to say, that's the difference. It was a double digit, more than double, right? It was 16-point game going into the fourth quarter there, Pat. What have you seen from West Catholic that's impressed you?
Yeah, I think they've been really poised and they've made better decisions than LaSalle in this second half. They've also done a great job of taking away Tyler Branson. Ever since they made that adjustment to not even let him really touch the ball, which he hasn't much in this second half, they've started to pull away, and LaSalle hasn't had much offensively.
Quick break, and we'll be right back.
Sports fans, welcome to Gentili's. Before the game or after the game, you don't have to travel far anymore. Come out to Gentili's Pizza in Exton for the best cheesesteaks and pizza you'll ever eat in your life, and I guarantee it. Let me take you inside and show you what we're all about. I mean, come on, look at that cheesesteak. Sliced ribeye, sauteed fried onions on a beautiful Karanji seeded roll. Cooper sharp cheese. That, my friends, is a slam dunk. So come to Gentili's for your best cheesesteak that you ever had in your life. That's gonna be our Charlie. This is our #1 seller, got Pecorino Romano. And we top it off with a little hot honey. Gentili's Pizza, Exton, PA. Can't wait to see you after the game.
Back to action after that timeout. 13-point lead. He dribbled it off his foot. Timeout. Oh, man. The arrow points the direction of West Catholic anyway. But you tell me, watch James Lewis, you tell me where he has possession there. That's a tough one there.
Yeah, tough break for the Explorers. They do a good job of setting up their full court pressure, and getting a loose ball just happens to kick right back into the hand of the Rakeem Johnson.
Maybe he has it there, but he's not calling timeout. There's your timeout. Man. Big break, because the next time there is a tie-up, it'll be West Catholic's basketball. This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales, property and casualty insurance provider run by Chris Marr, class of 1989, former Alumni Association Board President as well. They can help you with your business or personal insurance. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance providers that have proven their performance over the years. Visit them online at eandminsurance.com or call them at 215-368-9555. As we look at the upcoming schedule for West Catholic, by the way, The gauntlet begins.
Somebody's got to do it.
they host Roman Catholic on Sunday, and then on Wednesday they go to Newman Goretti. So this is a big one for them. Find a way to come up with a victory. They're 1:54 away from doing just that.
There comes Explorer pressure.
Kick ball there. Next broadcast for us, by the way, is Monday night at Conwell Egan. Haven't been there in a long time, myself personally. We just
been a long time.
Just as it's turned out, every other year there's been something with that game when LaSalle's played them. We haven't gotten out there for it. Much improved team. Sean Tate coaching that club now. Carter, you remember him?
Father Judge,
Absolutely.
Father Judge coach.
There's no doubt that that guy can coach.
Yep.
And Conwell Egan has improved this year by all accounts.
Yeah. Definitely not the easy out.
And they're going to foul Kingston Wheatley. Certainly the highest volume free throw shooter on this West Catholic team.
Yeah, they actually shoot the free throws very well. Looks like if there's anyone you want to foul, he's currently not on the floor on Xavier Fontroy. Only at 50%, but he is the lowest.
It is great to have Catholic League basketball back live in gyms, and hopefully for those of you watching live in your living room, make sure to follow Bob Long Sports. We have the full 14-game schedule, 13-game schedule, 14 teams. We can do that math. The full 13-game schedule coming your way this year. Can't wait for it. Branson, third or fourth time he's been short there because of that pressure on the ball. Open three in the corner. That one is good. Ryan Rang.
What you want, you're like off the make, you can set up your pressure.
And it's going to be a loose ball. It is West Catholic basketball. Really good defensive intensity that time by LaSalle. Rang was on the floor.
Yeah, LaSalle getting hands on the ball in their pressure situations, just not coming up with the turnovers yet. Yes, and certainly off Ryan Rang there.
Got a double here.
Yeah. Good
That's
job
a great job. Yeah. Got it to the center of the floor, Carter.
Exactly. That's exactly what you want to do against that pressure.
Rozier with the easy one. And Pat, it's a veteran-looking team here. I know they're young. They only have one senior on the club, Kingston Wheatley, but they're handling it like veterans.
Yeah, I think especially the two sophomore guards, Rakeem Johnson and Jaden Ortiz-Muhammad. We've seen so many times this game where they've just pulled the ball out and wasted a little bit of clock, and it's benefited this West Catholic team heavily.
Stepped on the baseline there. .41 seconds left in this one. Okabata steps through, yes, okay. 12-point game. LaSalle cannot stop the clock, and even that a little bit of a veteran move.
Let the ball bounce.
By Farrell.
Yeah, let the ball bounce. Let a few seconds, additional seconds, run off the clock before the ref starts counting.
Maybe anywhere from that 5 to 11 or 12 is going to be just compressed in the league this year, right? Archbishop Ryan, Archbishop Carroll, LaSalle, St. Joe's Prep, this West Catholic team, you know, Conwell Egan, right? Lansdale Catholic. Those are types of club. Maybe Devon Prep. I know they lost a ton this year. And they've had a little bit of a tougher start to the year, but Devon Prep has won the
really well coached.
The last two state champs. Any way you slice it, I think it's going to be pretty compressed. And this West Catholic team, yes, prisoner of the moment, they are impressing me.
I mean, they managed the end of this fourth quarter fantastic from my perspective. They did a great job controlling the tempo. Like Pat said, so many times where they just, instead of forcing or rushing a shot, they just pulled it out. Got a better shot off the look. Here comes a little bit of an exclamation point
There's
from the Birds.
Johnson. That's a heck of a catch there, by the way. Everything but the finish.
That's about how the game is going for the Explorers.
And the clock is going to expire. Keep an eye on Ortiz Muhammad, who took an awkward kind of tweak there right at the end. West Catholic's going to win the basketball game. And good to see Ortiz Muhammad kind of walking that off. Quick turnaround just on Sunday for him. But James Lewis and the West Catholic Birds come into LaSalle, and it's an impressive victory, Jack Burns.
Absolutely. You know, Pat was saying earlier about their decision-making in this game, and it really was great to see how they handled it and how both these teams handled it, but especially West Catholic on how they played this game. And, you know, it was great to watch.
Pat, your thoughts on this one here this evening?
Yeah, I thought LaSalle struggled when Tyler Branson didn't have the ball. We talk about it a lot, but it's very true. They do struggle when Tyler Branson isn't able to control the game.
And I think that's something, Carter, to Pat's point, not only when he's not on the floor, but when he is on the floor, and how do you take him out of the game? Who's next is the question.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a theme of the season. We're going to have to see if anybody's able. I'm sure the guys want to. Guys, it's not for a lack of effort, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
But, you know, at some point, somebody has to step up, and the Explorers have to find a way to win those minutes without Branson, you know, having to be so involved in this offense constantly.
I thought it was a heck of a coaching matchup here tonight. You're going to hear us say that a lot over the course of the year. James Lewis, really talented head coach.
Absolutely.
Ryan Ansel, one of the up-and-comers in the league. And you love that chess match. It's the beauty of the Catholic League. There is terrific coaching everywhere you look. And today it went the way of West Catholic. It is a big boon for them as they start to look at the calendar going forward. They got Roman Catholic, then Newman Goretti. Carter, I think you might have some statistics for us.
Yeah, West Catholic led in this game by Kingston Wheatley, of course, 21 points, 7 rebounds, followed by Yasir Rozier, 18, chipping in 18, 7, and 4 to come in second. For LaSalle, believe it or not, Tyler Branson, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. No other Explorer in double digits.
And here's a score for you. If you happen to be taping the game, avert your eyes and ears. Archbishop Wood, hello. How about a statement win on the road at Father Judge, 63-58. And John Moscow, the wily vet, takes down his former pupil. That's big time there.
Archbishop, two fantastic teams to watch in the Catholic League. You know, they're going to be easily 2 of the top 4 teams, I imagine.
Again, coaching, right? I mean, we said those are 2 phenomenal coaches. Now getting towards longtime coaches, dare I say, in the Catholic League.
And a ton of talent between those teams, too.
A Palestra look ahead, forward, maybe. Maybe.
Could be.
Could be. Want to thank Pat Burkhead, Jack Burns, Carter Philman for being on with us here tonight. I'm Bob Long saying so long from LaSalle High School. Join us on Monday night from Fairless Hills as LaSalle takes on Conwell Egan. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Happy New Year from Bob Long Sports.